Previously on Twilight's Edge, a dream champion bout is cooked up. On one side, the players of Larazard. On the other, a tag team of the finalists. Cerulean Blue has also determined that they're on the right track, having confirmed that the petrified remains of someone from the missing Pathfinder's list is here. Now, get ready.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tumble Through.
Tumble Through.
I'm your host and GM, Krafu Bernal. My pronouns are he, him.
That's it. No pithy.
Wow, that was nothing.
Remarks. No lead in.
100 episode given up.
You just spoiled it.
Oh, sorry.
We wasted the good surprise on you.
I was waiting till after everyone else introduced themselves,
I'm so
but
sorry.
I'll say it now. Good news, everybody! With all of the episodes of Twilight's Edge, plus the prologues, the vignettes, the seasonal workers, the flashbacks, and the nibbles, and the society checks, this is Tumble Through's 100th episode.
What the hell?
100 episodes. I mean, basically 100.
That's exactly it. That's that.
Oh my god. I mean, that's almost like 100 hours of content because we aim for 60 minutes.
Yeah,
That's definitely way more than I'm pretty sure.
way more for us for sure. But yeah,
And 200 tears for the listeners.
2 at least per episode on average.
How many tumble throughs were said?
100 or maybe more.
no more,
Way
like,
more.
So we're like
Thousands.
thousands. Yeah,
We need someone to go back and clock the amount of puns. Pound
I was
pun
gonna
sound
say
effects.
puns. Yes.
Oh,
puns is
I have
also-
the counter going in my.
Oh, amazing!
Wait for season 3 or.
No, because I was writing them all down for something.
Oh.
Pointing my nose, but not all of them worked outside of the context of that specific
okay,
episode.
okay.
I see.
So I can't wait for our Tumble Through Wrapped. That's gonna be
Amazing.
That's gonna be awesome.
Wow.
I wish whoever puts that together a lot of luck.
Yeah. yeah.
The Tumble Through intern.
The intern, the magical mystical intern.
That's Fugo. That's clearly Fugo. And Fugo is not RP. Fugo is our social media manager. If only.
Yeah.
If only.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But 100 episodes, let's meet the cast behind putting all of those together.
Oh, wait, me, I'm just here. But hi, my name is Aida. My pronouns are she and her. I play Sombra, whose pronouns are she and they. Sombra is a bright Kyle monk, and over 100 episodes, not just of Twilight's Edge, but of Tumble Through podcast, she's been through a journey. I've been through a journey as a player. I like it here. 100 more.
Hi, I'm Anna. I use they it pronouns and I play Lowen, he they pronouns, and Lowen is a Hellspawn Nephilim wizard. I also like it here. Lowen likes it less here, considering how things are going. But yeah, also been through quite a journey, and I hope we'll go to 100 more of those journey, even if I have to drag them through it by their ankle.
Kia ora, hi, I'm Evan, and I play Nikau, our Rainfall Orc Leaf Druid. And 100 episodes, I think Nico's been on quite a journey. Probably is a little bit more, how do I phrase it? He's been harmed. He's probably lost a little bit of his light. I think that's probably fair to say. But it still burns bright. The core is there. And maybe he's just a little bit more realist.
You've been reforged. Nico's been reforged.
Reforged, yes.
It makes sense to lose a bit of light in the city of Twilight, right?
That's true. Nicely put.
I was going to say, I think in Dragon Age they refer to it as hardened.
You harden your heart
Because you can harden your companions.
for that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Jen.
Nico is going through the hardening.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Don't
phrase.
ever say that again. Don't ever say that again. Do not.
Jen's face.
And my name is Jen Vaughn. Pronouns
Thank
she,
you.
they, and I'll be playing Cerulean Blue for, boy, it's been a long ride, guys, huh? Like, what a time. What a time. I've been in 15 episodes. I just did the math, but thank you.
That's
Appreciate
still a lot, actually,
lot,
though.
right?
7 is Cerulean, and then the rest is other people. So
And you've GM'd is the thing.
The GM with quotes, yeah.
No. Remove quotes.
Remove quotes.
But for those who don't know, Jen also produced the seasonal worker episodes and edited them as well. So you've brought us here to 100 episodes.
Sorry, I won't do that again.
Yeah, for one at the smoothie shop. No.
You can do it again, just have it far and few between so that we
Yes.
forget about it.
Okay.
Make sure you use it at the most emotional moment.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, Tumblebugs, welcome back to another Cool Wizard question.
Cool wizards.
This week's Cool Wizard question comes from, who's this?
A cool wizard.
Jen?
That's a cool wizard. Someone's calling the cool wizard.
Calling the cool wizard.
Cool wizard's gotta
I'm
pick up.
calling all of you. Pick up the phone and answer my question.
Okay, I have the phone. Hello. For your listeners,
wizard.
I'm pulling out an old phone.
Listeners, and you hear a ringtone, what do you imagine? What is the physical gesture you make me pick up the phone? Is it like this and Ida holds up like her pinky and index finger? Is it holding up an invisible clam to your
Smartphone.
face? What is it?
I'm Gen Z. Look at me.
You're enough.
I go thumb. And
Yeah,
I do too.
that's
I do
yeah.
That
that.
is the
Yeah.
correct
That's
way.
what-
That's the correct way.
Ida, they're both correct. They're both correct.
Maybe it's an East Coast thing, I don't know.
It's ear to mouth.
gang signs.
Hand and foot mouth disease. Yeah. that's all it-
Anyway, since our cool wizard this week is actually here, Jen, please ask us what your cool wizard question is.
Yes. So now that you have all played 2 full books and about half or ish of Council of Thieves, I was wondering if you had to go back to the beginning, way back when, what ancestry, class, background would you choose? Would you stay the same? Would you do something different?
Do I get to answer this also?
Of course.
If I were a player in
Yes.
Twilight's Edge?
The people want to know.
Yeah, Jen's got to get her money's worth.
Yeah.
I can go first then because I already kind of know
Yeah.
what I would do. I would do a bard, and specifically I would go with the, Beastmaster or Animal Companion archetype, something like that, because I would want to do a young man who, grew up in the farmlands outside of Westcrown and is very Maria, Sound of the Music, singing through the fields with his golden Labrador, running beside him. And he goes off to the big city to seek his fortune and is super cheerful, naive optimist in the city of Twilight, Westcrown, which, we've seen what's happening to Nikau so far.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Being peeled like a banana. Yeah.
My poor sweet boy.
I don't think I would necessarily change anything in the sense of knowing what I know now would not change my decisions. I mean, there's classes I would like to play. I would really long term like to play an Oracle or the newer the Necromancer class that was announced. That seems interesting to me. But specifically, if I would choose a different class based on what I know, I don't think so. I think I could make anything work depending on the combinations of it's Pathfinder's very first style. You could make a class whatever you want. But yeah, I'm happy so far.
Let's see. Traditionally, TTRPGs, I always gravitate towards range, mid-range, leather cuirass type of characters. So for me, it's always been an active choice in this new generation of mine to play frontliners. That being said, knowing what I know now, and I like getting stabbed. I like bleeding.
Okay.
A champion flunk out Hell Knight.
ooh,
That's cool.
And considering, knowing what I know about the setting, I think a human usually fits well in sort of this sort of urban setting. And considering what we go against, yeah, I metagaming would appreciate a frontliner chunk tank in the front. And I'm liking to learn about being that character. So I'd go something like that. Yeah.
ex-armature champion of Desna or something along those lines.
Something.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think similarly, knowing what I know about the setting, maybe Nature Boy is probably, I wouldn't go Nature Boy. We recently played a game with Marcus and he played a commander, I think it was. And I was super impressed about the abilities that they had to help the party. And I didn't even know they existed until that game. So yeah.
That is such a Marcus class.
Oh, it was so good.
It was really good. It was like, you do what? What's going on now? So yeah, I really like that. But also, given the amount of gods and the followings that they have in the setting, possibly some kind of priest as well would be good. So yeah.
And Jen, I guess we'll throw it back to you. If you were to start a character from the beginning of Twilight's Edge, what would you bring to the table?
I mean, I brought what I wanted, absolutely, after listening to a couple seasons. But I have a keen love for druids. But obviously we already had one. But I would have definitely been changing into animals constantly and annoying people and getting fleas everywhere. Also, the investigator is a class that is really interesting to me. And I think for a bunch of in-town mystery type of stuff, could have been interesting.
Yeah.
I love the investigator.
Battle flea. Could have been battle flea.
Battle Pleat. Yeah.
Battle flea.
I'm seeing the predator, like we're clasping disgusting roach and flea hands.
Yeah. Boom.
Thank you. I've gotten my cool wizard's worth.
You're such a cool wizard, Jen.
You're the
you
coolest
are.
of the
Such a
wizards.
cool wizard.
As equally cool as all of our other cool wizards.
Yes.
No, cooler.
And if you too would like to be equally cool and a wizard, then you can join our Patreon at the €5 tier and submit your own question to the cast and crew and have answered live. But until then, tumble through.
Cool wizard.
Becoming a cool wizard does not guarantee that your question will be called out on a regular basis.
Okay.
I mean, it is.
I mean, it
there's a bit
is.
of
That is actually what the money does.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and literally there are no more questions in the log at this
pool,
point, so
yeah.
I've got to like start messaging our cool wizards to get them to fill it back up.
Yeah.
So we wake up Saturday morning. Last time we rolled Sombra's will save. We still don't understand what that is exactly, but Sombra now 2 mornings in a row, I think, can tell something's wrong.
Say it to my goddamn face! Sombra yells into the sky.
What do you think it is, Sombra?
I think Sombra would have heard that there are spells where you can sort of spy in on people from a distance.
Mm-hmm. Scrying.
Some sort of surveillance spell.
So that's the assumption?
That is the assumption, based on Sombra's limited experience, limited exposure with spells of that nature. But otherwise, Sombra was kind of wanting to spend a day at the Pleat.
Yes. Heading into the city, leaving the cater once more, and going to the Pleat to check in on our would-be competitors.
Yes, and Evan, did you want to have Nikau come along?
Yeah, if that's okay, yeah. I was going to bring pumpkin sprinkles because they're still a little bit raggedy, and I know that there's very fine craftsmen at the Pleat.
Yeah, I know they said I was welcome, but
Yeah,
a formal introduction never hurts too. It's their home.
yeah. I know people there, so we can. We'll
Yep.
breeze in, no worries.
Yep.
So Sombra and Nikau and Fugo and Pumpkin Sprinkles are going to head to the Pleat and Rego Krua.
And Jeremy,
And Jeremy, some random snake.
how dare you?
Not
Like I said,
some
it's not a
random
random
snake.
snake. How do we see Jeremy? How is he around?
Wait,
in
what's
this?
that you got there? Are you?
This
Whoa.
is Jeremy. Remember they were going to feed Jeremy to those assholes.
Oh,
Excuse my language.
oh.
We've rescued a whole bunch of them.
Sombra puts her finger forward for a boop from the snake.
What does a snake look like?
Well, they're long. They don't have arms or legs.
Wow!
Wow. Someone's
Get
got
out of
Vivid
here.
description, Evan.
I'm kicking you out of the call.
No, they're like got a iridescent green about them. So when they move, it goes from very, very dark, almost blue green, to a very vivid lime green, depending on the angle of the light catches them. Yeah, and they've got like a little flattened snoot on the very end, so it's quite boopable.
Boop.
I think Jeremy is booped. I feel like Jeremy trusts.
Jeremy has settled down a lot and is comfortable with Nikau and Fugo.
I mean, that first day, Jeremy was still the drugs were wearing off. and was just sort of in a backpack as you were running through the knot, I suppose.
Yeah.
But since then has sort of, been doing some sort of therapy in the Arboretum before we started this chapter.
That's right.
And is quite fond of Nikau at this point.
Yeah. Also concerned that their siblings and rest of their brood shoved away in a food cart somewhere on the island.
I imagine Sombra and Nikau and the menagerie are heading out, which leaves Lowen and Cerulean at the Devil Drome finishing their daily preparations.
Yes, Cerulean is sitting cross-legged with one wing out, her only wing, and preparing her divine spells, picking new ones, and is summoning forth a different apparition along with her usual, the witness to the ancient battle that she calls the plans, in preparation for today. She would also like to speak to Rance, if possible, beforehand, if he allows it.
Well, after you finish your preparations, as Sombra and Nikau make their way out, they notice it first. If you recall, we're in the open space sort of plan of an apartment building where they just knocked down all the walls and there's just pillars and random camps set up in corners. But as you come out of this sort of more quiet space and enter into, shall we call it, the admin space on the floor below, you see Rance and a bunch of his employees who are mostly humans and goblins running around in a frenzy as people are coming into the room picking up backpacks that are filled with flyers that have your expert drawings on them now, the drawings that we posed for last night. And in big words on these things, you can read the special surprise Sunday, the Hellcaller Cup featuring special guests, the players of Larazad, the only known survivors of the murder play, The Trials of Larazad. And there is a team of goblins who are desperately trying to make as many flyers as they can. And occasionally a goblin will just sort of like fall over, a team of medics run over and begin icing his drawing hand.
That's Jen laughing, sorry. Cerulean is definitely going to steal 4 of them. One for each of the person in the group. Oh, 5, sorry. Fugu as well.
Okay.
Because, she is unsure if the other people are sentimental in this group, this crew, this coterie, but she figures who doesn't love a drawing of themselves.
And you see Rance in the middle of this frenzy, very much in his element, managing and directing the flow of this activity. Before we get into this, I want to ask Lowen, are you around?
Yeah, I think Lowen would have also spent time preparing and then talking to Cerulean, kind of strategizing almost. And then once they finished up, would have gone with...
The two of you are down here, and as Cerulean sees Rance, Rance looks up and looks over in that weird way when you kind of know someone's looking at you. And just sort of smiles and waves, and then a goblin tugs at his jacket sleeve, and he turns and he begins answering questions.
Cerulean walks over to the wall where I imagine there's a beautiful top-down image of the arena. The arena.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, with all the little statues and rubble, and we'll just with one long claw tap. Rance, this is the one we want. This pile right here of rubble. She's pointing to the rubble that they learned last time was the remains of the Pathfinder Gelfin.
He comes over and he looks. Oh yeah, I think I know that one. That one's been in my family for decades. It's mostly broken, but it looks cool. Sure, I guess you can have that one.
Thank you. She holds out a hand to him.
He shrugs and shakes your hand merrily.
Perfect. And there's making eye contact. Lowen, you saw that? You heard that? Witnessing?
Yeah, sure. Deal's a deal.
So after the cup, after the audience leaves, of course, doesn't look right to have people crawling around up there while guests are still in the arena. But yeah, after the cup, regardless of the outcome, it's all yours.
Perfect.
All right.
You will get a show.
I hope so, because from what my people are telling me, the city is going wild at this news, and he's grinning from ear to ear.
Sounds good, right, Lowen?
Lowen instinct looks more worried. Wasn't really happy about this, but at your question just nods. Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally Friday, Saturday, 3 days after the debut performance at the Nightshade Theater, that the players of Larazad are giving a encore here at my arena. Oh, I'm so grateful.
Right. You're welcome, I guess.
Yes, well, thank you. We will leave you to it. You're clearly busy.
Lots to do, lots to prep for.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, and if you need anything, shout for help. I don't know how these things go. How much time do we have again?
You have until tomorrow at noon.
That was an in-character question.
Right.
I was like, Lowen's like once again going over like, oh, I really don't want to.
Would Cerulean be able to tell? They haven't known each other that long, honestly.
I think at this point, like, Lowen does look visibly like unhappy with it. If they truly don't want people to know how they feel, then they will make an active effort to hide it. But I think it's no big secret. The others also knew, obviously, like, Lowen doesn't like performing in this way, doesn't like the attention. They're only really doing it because, well, we need that statue. I think also they're doing it because after they had a talk with Rans, they're like, okay, I guess fine, you know, like helping him get some people to this place. But it doesn't mean that they're not uncomfortable.
We zoom out of the Regocator and just to the other side of the wall that separates the Dead District from the rest of the city. And not far from the wall and from the Deviltrome is the Pleat, a massive complex that once used to be a prison that has in the past few years been refurbished to be the official first orcish hold of Cheliax. Whether or not the House of Thrune recognizes it yet is something that will be figured out in the future. ... Wink wink, nudge nudge. But for now, the orcs of Westcrown are content to call the Pleat, or the Pleatra, as it was formerly known as, but now casually referred to as the Pleat, their home. And it is into this bright and sunny hold that Sombra and Evan walk into on this Saturday morning. Let's call it...
I'm in Cheliax.
Sombra and Evan.
I hate it here.
Well, Evan, bring me back something cool.
He might, of the table, he might be the most qualified. I'm not saying he might survive, but he's the most qualified of all of us, I think.
Oh yeah.
Give me a bow. We'll be good. I'll be right.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Another orc goes by. Oh my god, it's Mallory Nud.
Sombra and Nikau walk into the Pleat. There's a sound of people and activity happening as the market stalls here are busy with folks from all over the city who have come here to get proper orcish artisanal goods. And it is into this that you both arrive.
Hey, Sombra.
Yeah.
They're proud and haughty, as you well know. So it's probably best that we go in with a bit of bravado.
One needs to outwardly show bravado to demonstrate one having bravado.
Well, yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's like a little game they play.
Interesting.
Do you want me to kick us off?
You do you, I'll do me.
Okay.
But I'm still playing, I guess.
All right, let's go. And I'll puff my chest out and stomp into the square, into the main area, the communal area.
The courtyard of the Pleat.
The courtyard of the Pleat, where that scene not long ago with Zekun and Velen were. And I'll shout in Orcish, "Where is Baruch the Boulder?"
There are a few orcs who are near you who immediately turn and recognize you. And in return, actually, give me a performance check, Nikau.
Yes, performance is my passion.
Yes, Larazad.
Oh no, don't remind me of shivers.
You're so good at that.
All right, here we go. First roll, pixel dice. Don't fail me. 16 on the die for a total of 26.
All right, so more than just a few orcs turn their heads, but a few of them start shouting, "Ha ha!" in Orcish. Several other of them go, "Baruch, Baruch, Baruch," as the crowd begins sort of gathering. They know an Orcish challenge has been issued, and the hold is reacting. And so it is not long before there's a swelling of the crowd, and as it parts, the camera has to pan down a little bit as we see this very short but very wide, broad-shouldered, muscular orc with a light green skin tone. Shirtless, of course, show off every single rippling muscle, and kind of walks with his shoulders like first. The shoulders go first when he walks.
Does the same leg and the same arm go forward at the same time?
Yeah.
Instead of alternating.
I feel like Popeye does that.
I look sideways over to Sombra and I'm like, oh gosh, guess that worked.
Behind him is a very handsome human man who, if you haven't met him before, you recognize as the competitor that Rance referred to as Hal, but his full name is Hellcaller. He looks quite stylish in comparison to Baruch, who is a sexy, muscular orc, but is very raw, whereas Hellcaller is styled and primed, as it were, with lots of like leather belts hanging off of him, leather like loops, and maybe like a fur around his waist that swings as he's walking in.
I'm gonna need fan art. I need fan art of that immediately.
And Baruch comes up to you smiling because this is Nikau and you're a friend of the hold. You are an orc from a different area with a different ethnicity. So you're probably one of the only Matangi orcs here, but nonetheless, you are an orc brother of the hold of Westcrown.
As they come up, I'll haunch up and I'll start like circling, but obviously with a smile on my face and playing it up like this kind of like the challenge that we're doing, that we're literally performing.
As you sort of circle each other, there's like a barrel next to one of these long wooden tables with benches. And Baruch comes up to the barrel and you're on the opposite side of it, and he kicks it to its side and then he puts his bare foot up onto it in a sort of Captain Morgan pose. And Orcish says, "Nikau, why do you issue this challenge, brother?"
And I'll switch to common and I'll say, I saw your epic battle the other night. I wanted to say I was impressed.
There is a murmur through the crowd as Sombra definitely notices. Nikau might be too busy in the performance of it, but Sombra's sort of observing the situation, I imagine. Would notice that the people are whispering, and in common you might hear a couple times like, huh? What fight is he talking about?
Oh shit, it was secret. Oh my god.
And immediately when you say that, Nikau, you see Baruch frown a little bit and then say, "Why, yes," as he switches to common. "Hellcaller and I have made it to the finals of the Hellcaller Cup in the fantastic blood-soaked arena known as the Devil Drome." And the orcs all in shock rise up in uproar, very excited hearing that. And several of them come up to Baruch and they're like, "Brother, why didn't you tell us? Brother, come on, brother." Lots of brothers and bros going around.
My good friend and companion, Sombra, wanted to meet you personally.
Sombra just sort of walks up, a bit somber looking, and extends her arm and her hand open to Baruch.
"Hello, you're one of Zekun's friends."
Indeed, impressive fight. Does Baruch take her hand?
Yes, definitely.
Sombra squeezes the ever-loving shit out of it. But not in a way to be hazing, in a way of, this is someone who can meet and not break.
Give me an athletics check. I'm going to do it against Baruch's fortitude DC.
Shit.
Okay.
Knowing that we're not trying to hurt, we're just trying to impress.
Yeah, I guess.
Intimidate?
It's a impression.
Okay. Oh yeah.
That's only total 18, so I'm gonna hero point that.
First hero point of the session gone already.
Let's go.
Oh no. That ended up being the same roll. Very consistent pixel dice of mine. This is only an 18.
That does not beat his fortitude DC.
Of course not.
So you're squeezing, and you absolutely notice that while Baruch was fast on the field, that muscle weighs him down. And while he's stronger than you, you are absolutely more dexterous.
As she's squeezing, knowing she's not going to possibly hurt Baruch in this one instance, after a second of like somber squeezing, just lets out this wicked grin.
Baruch grins back to you and says, "Well, great to meet you, Sombra." Hellcaller behind him smirks And from the belt around his waist, not one of the many other ones hanging off of him, he pulls out a small piece of paper and he says, "This introduction today wouldn't have anything to do with," and he unfurls it, and it's the flyer for the Hellcaller Cup tomorrow.
Amazing.
"With this, would it?" And Baruch turns, "Huh? What's that?" "I was planning on mentioning it later, babe, but apparently we'll be in combat with the players of Larazod tomorrow." "Huh? What?" And then the orc hold immediately goes wild again as the information starts going around.
Yeah. I'll do like a hands red, like surprise shock face at Baruch and Haloric. Surprise!
I was collecting the flyers and trying to hide them from the Pleat, but oh well, I guess we can pass them out now.
Is there a reason you're keeping it secret?
Our voices are kind of being covered by the crowd around them. Well, Ravasha doesn't approve of activities like this. And while we don't need her approval, it's good to have. Plus, like, it's way cooler to tell people that you won after the fact, because if you lose, then you don't have to tell anyone.
How did you keep
Wild.
your last victory contained within yourself without telling everyone here? Oh, it would have burned.
Baruch sort of looks up at Haloric out of the corner of his eye. "We burned off that excitement before heading home last night."
Oh my god.
Well, genuinely, your fight impressed me. You all make a good team.
"Thank you," Haloric says. "It's hard for me, but I've been able to work some of my magic to help Little Boulder in the arena. Can't switch out spells so easily, but I've been able to learn some new tricks."
And Ravasha doesn't approve of collaboration, getting stronger, team building, increasing assets.
The Devil Drone's not like illegal, but it's definitely not like the most legal thing. And well, yeah, she wants us to be on the straight and narrow, she calls it. She learned it from, apparently that's like a Wizcrani saying.
I think to be a wheel Viskrani, you need to kick as hard as you can against everything that's keeping straight.
He takes his fists and then like squats down, raises up one of his feet and brings it down onto the barrel that he had it on originally and just smashes through the wood and the iron connecting it.
Oof.
"I'll kick anything down that's in my way."
What if Mantrathor gets in your way? You ever seen them play nice? Play on the same team?
"Oh, well, he is a piece of work," Haloric says. "I don't know how we're going to be working together because I doubt he'll be doing anything to support us."
Exactly. My guess is that he will use you as fodder.
"He can try."
It's kind of loud in here, and I'm thirsty.
I'm thirsty.
I heard you guys have a bit of a good drink.
"Oh, well, of course we've got our own meadery, the Mead Eaters. It's really hard to say. The Mead Eaters.
Lead on.
They lead you to the apartment that's here on the ground level. And if you've been to Zakuns before, you know that the apartments are usually covered with a heavy leather tarp. But here the tarp has been left off and you can see some embellishment around the archway into a bigger space. This is more like a dim and cool version of the sort of beer hall out in the courtyard. And it's a little bit more quiet and subdued. And you can see maybe some older orcs sitting in here and relaxing. One of the orc brothers in here who has like dark green skin, definitely not nearly as muscular as every other orc seems to be in the hold, has a mustache and is like cleaning some mugs behind the bar and quickly comes over and serves the four of you some mead.
Does he have like an apron on, and does his mustache curl at the ends, like some kind of like craft beer?
Absolutely, and the apron has like embellishments of what at first glance look like bees sort of threaded in there.
Loom embroidery. Nice. Okay, well, since we're fighting you tomorrow, allow me to buy a round.
Yeah, you can get the first round.
How have you all been doing? I mean, have you heard about where Zekun was heading, what he was doing?
Well, we know he's an Agorian. He went yesterday.
Yeah.
So no, we haven't heard anything since. To be honest, I'm not quite sure, Haloric says, what he could even do. But with a patron like Velen Thrun, I'm sure he could get a lot farther than any of us could.
I'm not usually one to lay praise on that family, but Velen made a very astute choice and one that actually might do good beyond line their own pockets and assert their own power, with Zekun aiding that mission.
Yes, definitely, Baruch says, and like raises his cup to toast. But I think Caloric has a more thoughtful, pensive look on his face when you say that.
Sombra raises her mug as well to meet Baruch's. Is Baruch downing this thing?
He was not drinking it in one gulp, but he's taking big sips.
Sombra will meet his sips.
And the meadery begins.
At some point, I'll probably try and look for someone to help patch up pumpkin sprinkles as well.
Yeah, there's craftsmen here that can definitely do that. Maybe a little stall that makes like orcish stuffed plushies.
So I mean, at some point, if we want, we can like drink and walk and have a little tour of the Pleat and maybe stop by one of those places, and I'll leave Pumpkin here.
Right. I think there's some shopping that might have been wanting to be done. So it's assumed that in the Pleat or around the Pleat, we're doing some shopping also.
Okay.
Sombra would want to sell the things that are clearly marked as for sale from the dungeon run. So all the extra weapons that are not magical would get sold. Any of the extra jewels that we know aren't earmarked for specific use get sold. So that'd be like the fine amethyst, the gold wedding ring.
The stack of books, that's not the torture books.
Correct, just a stack of books.
The Scowling Silver Death Mask,
Cool.
which secured us quite a bit of gold actually just then. Very nice.
Yummy. Are there vendors of potions?
Absolutely.
Let's grab some potions. Let's start with some healing because our overall stash is empty. Be nice to have at least like 6 in the stash to share.
We're talking moderate is item level 6, costs 50 gold and does 3d8 plus 10 hit points.
That's good.
Hell yeah. They'll take at least 4.
200 gold.
Nice.
All right. Any other fun potions? Potions that turn people to smoke. Any potions?
Visibility.
Visibility. You burp fire.
Invisibility potion costs 20 gold.
Is that all?
We'll take 2.
I have invisibility spell also.
It doesn't have to be for the fight. We're just doing versatility for general.
Fair.
You gain the effects of a second rank invisibility spell, so 2 of them is 40 gold pieces.
Yep. Anything else fun that you would say is available here at the Pleat?
I could imagine that there is maybe a mutagen, like that Juggernaut mutagen.
Interesting.
Pretty good. Stone skin might be better. Or
Drakeheart.
Drakeheart's okay.
What do those cost?
A lesser Drakeheart mutagen costs 4 gold. That's a level 1 item. A major one costs 3,000.
And nothing in between. Okay.
Modern Drakeheart costs 12 gold and gives you a +5 item bonus to AC. A dexterity cap of +2. So for Sombra, it might not be that useful. And then you gain a penalty to will saves, reflex, and all recall knowledges.
We'll take 2.
Drakeheart Moderate costs 12 gold. So for 24 gold pieces, we got 2 of them. Why not? Just throw them in the spacious pouch. Juggernaut Mutagen Moderate costs 12 gold and gives you a +2 item bonus, fortitude saves, and 10 temporary hit points.
It's again.
Whenever you are at maximum hit points for at least 1 full minute, you regain the temporary hit points. And then you gain a penalty to will, perception, and initiative rolls when you take that.
Ooh, how much is that?
12 gold.
2.
All right. We've spent close to 300 gold pieces now, I think.
Yep, and that's the cap, and that's Ida's recommending. This is just coffer for the general party.
So some nice shopping.
All right, and then that's about it. And I think Summer just sort of, if Nikau went to get pumpkin sprinkles fixed, I think Summer just sort of walks around and soaks in the sort of genuine grassroots and thriving community that exists here. It kind of notices egalitarianism in this like micro society here within a city that is all about rank, station, order, facade. And here there's just a genuineness, rowdy warmth about it. And Summer's smirk more or less drops while she's walking around.
That's interesting because I've never actually thought about it myself, but in a traditional orc hold, there would be rank and hierarchy, really based on strength. I mean, these are Balkson orcs we're talking about, so it's who kills the previous leader then becomes the new strong orc boss, if you will. But we're looking at an integrated, if you will, Chilaxian orc community. And so it's against the law to just kill someone because you want to prove that you're stronger than them.
I can imagine. But your honor, they were weaker than me.
Yeah. But I like that, as we just saw with Nikau and Baruch, that same sort of challenge call-out culture exists, but it's now done with a smile instead of that sort of fearsome scowl.
Yeah, it's pride and honor, but not one intrinsically linked to violence and strength.
Yeah.
It's about camaraderie and compassion.
And respect.
I think one thing you definitely notice while you're here, though, is several orcs. Just 'cause there are a lot of them. Let's call it close to like 5% of the orcs that you see wearing symbols of Asmodeus and marking them as worshippers of the Prince of Hell.
To which Sombra narrows her eyes and quickly shifts her head lest she let her mouth open.
Mm-hmm.
I come back from delivering pumpkin sprinkles to a craftsperson. He said, Sombra.
Yeah.
Pretty cool here, eh? Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Sombra clinks all the glass vials she's collected.
Oh, excellent. And they do tattoos here. Do you know that? And I showed them the one that me and Zekun got.
Oh, cool.
What do you reckon?
Looks good on you.
You want to get a tattoo?
Sombra's face sort of like freezes a bit. I don't know if I have any room. Sombra like moves her arms from underneath the duster she's wearing, the shaggy fur over her shoulders. It's a bit sort of messed up here, and Sombra shows the jagged blocks down her shoulders and arms.
Sometimes it's nice to work something new onto things from the past. So what about flour from those seeds that you gave me to grow? Incorporate that onto some of this history on you?
They'll do a good job here.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you have a recommendation, I'm not against it.
Yes! Let's go!
Okay. Whoa.
What?
I'm not necessarily the only one considering changes and growth and blooming. We haven't had a moment to breathe on it. How are you doing? How do you want to be doing?
I want to forget. I really want to just not have to think about it every second that I'm walking around, wondering, what did I do wrong? Wondering, did it seem like I didn't care, or that I wasn't trying, or it just fills my head all the time, fills my head, and I'm just trying to forget at the moment. That's all.
For the record, I think it's okay to say it wasn't you, it was them, as cliche and annoying as that line is. What we do makes people scared.
Yeah.
And not everyone can handle that fear, and nor is it normal for people to keep running into the things that cause fear like that.
I mean, I understand what I'm trying to understand.
We all deserve someone who can handle that fear. And it's fair that not everyone can. And I'm sure you'll find someone who can handle that fear.
Maybe I don't need that in my life at the moment. Maybe it's better I don't have that. In fact, I do remember some of the first words you said to us when you saw us together was, be careful, because probably won't last, along those lines. And you were right, Sombra.
I wish I wasn't.
Yeah. Same.
Because I've given up on trying to forget. And it's heavy.
Fuck, it is heavy. Oh, sorry, excuse my language. It is heavy. But you're a friend, a real friend. And we've been through some shit. It would honor me if we could get some marks together.
Let's handle each other's fears.
Okay.
Until when we find other people to also share the burdens, not excluding Lowen, Zekun, and the new one's okay too.
Yeah, right. Too spooky. No stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not letting her anywhere near me alone.
Okay, I get it. I understand.
Before we think about flowers growing. You also said it to me. Let's go tend to some seedlings. Let's go get some roots. Where's the tattoo place?
And I sort of grab my arm around Sombra's shoulders and sort of playfully pull you in. Let's get some tattoos. But I will die for you, Sombra. Know that right now. Anywhere, anytime, I will die for you.
Yeah, I guess, ditto, man.
Tattoos!
Tattoos. Tattoos.
So Nikau leads you to another apartment, probably on the first or second level of the Pleat, of the complex. And here there is a leather tarp, but it has been drawn with a beautiful and colorful Fibonacci spiral on top of this tarp. And Nikau knocks on the side of the wall next to the tarp, as he knows to do. And we meet Yu, the orcish tattooer. Evan, can you describe Yu for us, please?
Yeah, Yu is short and squat and has embroidered tunic, baggy trousers on, bare arms, and has a neat beard, and also has like a bald pate, but with sort of that, they're a bit older, with that kind of hair that goes around the side and is tied into a ponytail at the back.
Yes.
Has two big tusks coming from their lower jaw, and the tusks are engraved as well with patterns.
Cool. Yu looks up from where he's working on some sketches. Huh? Oh, hello. Nikau, isn't it? Yes,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, well remembered, Yu.
Oh, and your friend here is quite tattooed already.
Hi.
This is Sombra.
Nice to meet you. You come highly recommended.
Thank you. I've learned a lot in the last few years from various Jalaxian practices, but I was one of the best tattooers in my hold in Balkson.
Oh.
So humble.
Listen, I after years of plying my trade, I know what I'm worth.
I know, I'm only pulling your leg. You're an artist.
Well, then, in that case, I guess this is a bit of a challenge. And Sombra pulls off her shoulder shack entirely, revealing all the long, blotchy cover-ups, and sort of looks at Nikau as she explains. I got marked many years ago. I didn't really know what I was getting into. It was more done to me. And in an effort to reclaim, I sort of got it covered up. And that's what you see here. But it's my body now. It's been that way for a long time. I'd rather make it art and not something I'm just hiding.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. I mean, that's also tragic, but that's awesome.
Let me take a look at what we've got here then. And he stands up and comes over to you, and it's probably like behind you, gestures to a stool for you to sit down.
Sombra would take off her duster and probably shrugs to loosen some of the linen bandages that are usually wrapped around her chest and waist for support. And there would indeed be these long, ruddy stripes down her spine, down the back of her shoulders, down the back of her arms, crisscrossing across some ribs, as if there's some sort of just at crucial key points and bones and muscles of her body are covered and marked.
This is some pretty heavy scarification on these. You really wanted to get rid of them.
I really did.
Do you mind if I touch you?
Go ahead.
He begins sort of tracing along the lines around your arms and shoulders where there was an attempt to cover them up. And there's a soft inhale from him. Who marked you with this?
Sombra looks at Nikau, sort of asks with her eyes, is he a safe person? Is he a discreet person?
And Nikau nods back with like just an open, honest look.
Asmodean assassins.
His eyebrows raise and he like looks up at Nikau and his eyes ask, is this a safe person?
And I say to you, I trust this person with my life.
This is a faith tattoo. It's not fully activated yet, but once it is, it would be magical.
It was put on me when I was very young. I didn't exactly have the critical thinking skills to know otherwise.
What the hell is a faith tattoo?
It's a divine gift that connects you to a deity and marks you for them. And with some work, I could activate the spellcraft in here. Is that something you'd be interested in? And I think that's a great spot to end the episode for the week.
Holy heck! Tumble Through presents Twilight's Edge, a Pathfinder 2e actual play of the Council of Thieves adventure path, converted from Pathfinder 1e by Krifu Banal, Game Master and Executive Producer. Tumble Through uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc. used under Paizo's ban content policy. Paizo.com/licenses/ban content. Tumble Through is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit Paizo.com. If you enjoy our show, please make sure to subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting platform so you never miss an episode. Leave us a comment or interact with us by following us on Blue Sky and Instagram. Thank you so much for listening.
Well, we've got excellent mead. I still don't have a name for the orcs that make mead here.
The meat eaters.
The meat.
We asked chat.
Sorry?
Chat.
Whoa, Evan's out of it. Chat, where are we?
Oh, wow.
Which we can't say anymore because people use it as shorthand for Chat GPT.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
Did they?
you're right.
Oh, God, no.
They ruin everything.
Oh,
The mead
Yeah,
eaters.
Yeah,
Eaters.
yeah.
Sure.
Assonance.